busy right now, are you? Okay, good. I need a very, 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 very huge favor from you. What? No. Why do you always assume it's to be some sort of test experiment in my lab? Okay, fine. You might be right. I have a new product I would really like to test out. I think the public would really, really, really like it. However, I do need a guinea pig. Uh, Not that I'm calling you a guinea pig. I need somebody to help me test this one out. Oh, well, there's a few things actually. It'll be very, very simple, I promise. I know. I know. I ask for your help a lot, but you're my bestest best friend in the world. Please. I'll even buy you dinner. Yes, drinks and dessert too. Anything you want, wherever you want to go, it's on me if you come and help me. Yeah? Oh, thank you. You are a lifesaver. I don't know who else would be willing to test these sort of products for me, and I really, really need the feedback before it goes out to the public. So I'll see you in my lab in like 10 minutes. Yes, I will make sure to have some of your favorite snacks here for when we're done. I'll make an order for delivery. What do you want? Text it to me. Wow. That was fast. It's like you had this copied and pasted somewhere. This is quite the list of snacks, but okay, fine. You've twisted my arm. I will get them for you. They will be here, and you can have as many of them as you want by the time we're done. So you'll come over? Yay! Thank you. Okay, so I will see you in 10. Yeah? Perfect. Okay, bye! Hi. Oh, thank you for coming. Yes, I have the snacks already. The delivery driver was very fast. I could have just walked down the block to go get it, but I was setting everything out. So hurry up, get in here. Okay, so, um, huh, where do I begin? All right, what I need help with, I have three things that I am trying to test, and I have tested them sort of on myself, but one of them I don't quite have the anatomy, shall we say, to properly give it a good go and see if it works. Oh, well, it's exactly what you think it is. Huh. You know, I've been trying to make products for the enhancement of stimulation and pleasure for the masses. I've grown tired of what's available, and you know me, I like to try and think outside of the box. But I can show you what I have here. It's three different things, two of which I have tested on myself with no issues, but I would like to test them on you, just to make sure. I have formulated them to be, hypoallergenic, available for, all skin types. So come over here. I have them laid out on my table. Okay, so this first one, as you can see, just a simple bottle. It doesn't have a label or anything on it yet because I haven't come up with a name. It's a, yes, correct. It is a clear liquid. Should be easily absorbed into the skin has a consistency that feels like smooth, silky water almost. It's thin, easily absorbent, has no scent, so it's for anybody that has those sensitive senses. Um, but yeah, I would definitely like to try this one on you. Do maybe a little patch test, make sure there's no allergic reaction, and then you can tell me how it makes you feel. Oh, well, that is a very good question. So, this is a lubricant. It is water based, so it's safe for the body, safe for toys. Um, it has some special features. So, okay, I'm just gonna lay it out for you straight here. It has an aphrodisiac in it. Don't look at me like that. I am very aware that products that are already out there to be bought and consumed claim they have aphrodisiac like qualities to them, but the scientific community knows that it's not a true aphrodisiac. It is incredibly hard to tailor something to the human pheromone genome, if you know what I mean. I mean, human pheromones aren't even completely proven, but I must explore the universe and find the answers, and I think that I did. It definitely worked on me, so I would like to try it on you. Oh, don't be so dramatic. It's not going to make you some, ravenous beast. All it does is heighten sensations while also heightening the sensitivity to stimulation and outside arousal. It'll make you feel, a little randy, but it's not going to turn you into some sort of, crazed beast. Well, it is a lubricant, so you would mostly use it, down there to, aid you in your activities. And it mixes, with what's already down there, whatever fluids you come into contact with. And it enters your bloodstream a lot easier that way. But I will still be able to get pretty accurate results just doing a patch test of it on your arm. Yeah? Okay, cool. The effect shouldn't last very long. I have designed it to maybe last about like half an hour, a typical average time for a bedroom romp, if you will. So, since you're willing, will you roll up your sleeve for me, please? Yes, the snacks are already here. I have them outside of the lab. I didn't want them to get tainted with anything just in case. So, hold out your arm for me. Okay, I'm going to walk you through every step of the process, even if it seems obvious, okay? So, I'm just going to pop the cap off of this bottle, and then I am going to just squeeze a little bit onto your arm here. Okay, and I am going to rub it into your skin. I am wearing gloves so that, it doesn't touch me because I need to remain unbiased and focused so that I can jot down your live feedback. Are you feeling any sort of negative sensation? No? Okay, so I'm just gonna rub it about 3 inch by 3 inch margin. Covers a lot of your forearm here. Okay, so we're just gonna let it, sink into your skin. I am going to wipe my gloved hand off. Yeah, I designed it for easy cleanup. So just stand there for a moment. I am gonna go grab my clipboard. There we go. And tell me what you feel. Uh-huh. Huh, interesting. Okay, so it feels warm, but not uncomfortable where it touched your skin. Okay, let me just write that down. Okay, what else are you feeling right now? Close your eyes and focus. I want everything you're feeling, even if you think it's not related to the product. Oh, perfect. That's exactly what I designed it for. So it's like a tingling sensation. Do you feel it kind of traveling, where it touched your skin, sort of through your arm and radiating along your body? Yeah? Okay, perfect. I'm just going to write that down. Okay. Are you still comfortable not feeling any negative side effects as far as you can tell? Wonderful. Okay. All right. Can you open your eyes for me? Thank you. Look directly at me. I want to take my flashlight and take a look at your pupils. Okay. Dilated, but not too far blown out. Classic signs of arousal. Are you feeling, you know, anything down there? A tingling sensation. Okay, I'm gonna put my flashlight down and jot that little note down. Okay, are you feeling anything like emotionally, like any heightened emotions, anything that feels, related to what we're looking for? Yeah? Okay, tell me all about them. Uh huh. Huh, interesting. Okay, so if I'm getting this correctly, it helps you like relax and feel more at ease and open to these sensations? Huh, okay. I didn't fully experience that when I tested it on myself, but then again, I did a much smaller patch test on myself. So, okay, you're not feeling like out of control or, like we mentioned before, your worries of being a crazed, ravenous beast? No? Wonderful. Perfect. Okay, are you fine to test the other product before we move on to the third one? The second product is also for the skin, but it's also edible, which, I am quite proud of. This one is currently a strawberries and cream flavor. Should be smooth, tasty, without that really fake fruit like taste. The chemically one. Yeah, exactly. The really, really gross stuff. No, I tried to use as much natural ingredients as possible to make the taste, enjoyable and not a chore to get through just because, you want to please your partner. But it is a massage oil that has a warming effect on the skin but doesn't affect the tongue or the mouth. It took me a while to create this recipe, but I'm very excited about it because not only is it warming, it also makes everywhere it touches much more sensitive, hopefully without being completely overstimulating and uncomfortable. Yeah, it's this one right here. Uh-huh. Still a clear liquid. I'm thinking, if testing goes well, I release this to the public. Could make it customizable. You could add whatever colors you want, change the taste to anything you want, because I know not everybody likes strawberries. Um, Exactly. I want it to appeal to as much of the masses as possible. And trust me, I have tried a lot of massage oils that both warm or, claim to make you more sensitive, and all they do is just make me hot and uncomfortable. So, really, really hoping that I have crafted a recipe that is stimulating, warming without being uncomfortable, too hot, or just, downright awful to experience for, you or whatever partner or partners, you take to bed with you. Awesome. Okay, roll up your other sleeve because I don't want cross contamination. So I apologize, but both of your arms are going to be slathered in oils and lubricants. Yes, yes, yes. Like I said, I will buy you any dinner you want. Wherever you want to go, you can get as many drinks as you like, all of the desserts. You could even order the whole menu to take home with you. I'm just very, very appreciative that you're helping me. So, roll up your other sleeve for me. Thank you. All right, give me your arm, and I'll just pop the cap off this one. I'm going to put a little bit less on this arm because it does spread a lot easier than the lube since it is a oil. So I'm just going to put some right here and begin rubbing it in with my fingers. How's it feeling so far? Yeah, you can feel the warming sensation already? Perfect. I think that is more than enough. All right, so I'm just gonna clean my hand, grab my clipboard again. Okay, tell me everything that you're feeling right now. Uh-huh. Okay, so the warming effect was like almost immediate. Is it too hot? No? Perfect. Is your skin starting to feel a little sensitive? Go ahead and rub one of your fingers over the patch that I put the oil on for me. How's it feel? Okay. Okay. Yeah. Not too sensitive? Oh, perfect. Wonderful. All right, let me take a look at your skin here. Give me your arm. All right, I am not noticing any allergic reactions, no redness, no rash, no swelling. Perfect. So you can have your arm back. Okay. Are you feeling uncomfortable at all? Okay. No uncomfortability? Wonderful. All right. So I am going to rub my fingers. I still have the gloves on because, again, cross contamination. I need to have an unbiased, look at everything. But I'm going to take my two fingers and rub them over your arm, and I want you to tell me how it feels, okay? Okay. How does that feel? Sensitive? Is it overwhelming? No. Perfect. All right. Can I take a look at your eyes again? I won't need the flashlight this time. Look at me. Thank you. Okay. Pupils still dilated a bit further than last time. You feel still, completely in control? No ravenous beast about to come out? Yeah? Okay, let me write that down. Okay. So, still clear headed, just, heightened sensitivity, the warming sensation. How are you feeling, physically everywhere else? Are you feeling, any type of arousal or the need to be touched or to. Okay, I'm gonna write that down quick. Feeling some arousal, heated, but not too much so. Okay. All right. So, still feeling okay? No negative symptoms or side effects yet? Ha, wonderful. Okay, cool. I didn't experience anything negative either, and it's very, very validating to know you are also not experiencing anything. Just like, the first product, the lubricant, this should wear off in about half an hour to an hour because it is a massage oil. Doesn't wash off as easily, as the water based, lubricant. But, with soap and water, it just takes a, couple passes with it and it does come off the skin. Otherwise, you just let it, sink in and should be cleared, hour tops. Gives you enough time to relax and enjoy the sensations of whoever you're with. Uh-huh. I put a lot of thought into this. So, like I said, I have a lot of ideas. I've been thinking outside of the box. I just want to find ways to make better products. A lesser person would be hurt by the insult of being called a mad scientist, but for me, that is a compliment. You're welcome. Now, can I show you the third and final product? Yeah? Okay, so come over to the table with me here. Yep, that is it right there. Can you take a guess as to what it is? I think it's pretty obvious by looking at it, but might have some hidden features you don't know about. Correct. It is a strap on, but let me show it to you. It's a little different than the ones out there on the market. Okay, so you see the harness here? Very typical harness. Comes with, the extension capabilities without having too much of that strap material hanging loose in case, somebody has more narrow and slender hips, but also has the ability to extend in case, somebody's got them hips, if you know what I mean. Should be fairly accommodating to, the majority of the masses here. That is a great question. So, what makes this different from what's already on the market is the features and attachments. Now, I want you to take a look at the shaft portion here. Okay, so you see these neat little discrete buttons along the base. If you click this one, it vibrates the whole thing. Typical, comes with, multiple settings, multiple patterns, the whole deal. Nothing very innovative about that. However, here is my favorite part. So I'm going to turn this part off. You can, activate all the features at once, but I just want to go through them one by one to show you. So if you press this button, you'll notice the tip of the toy has a flicking motion like this. This setting causes it to flick upwards to, stimulate a G spot if you are with a more femme presenting partner. And if you click this part, you'll notice the tip now kind of moves in these little tight circles, and this is really good for prostate stimulation. I'm going to turn this one off. I really wanted to make a toy that was versatile. Not everybody is hetero, so I wanted to make a toy that had every feature ever needed despite what type of partner you have. Now, something I'm very proud of is if you hit this button, yeah, see, it has a thrusting feature. You'll also notice how quiet all of these are. I really wanted to make something discreet. Everything I've seen on the market and even personally tested myself that has features like this are so loud, just ungodly noisy. And not everybody lives alone, roommates, family, even partners. Everybody deserves that private time for themselves without having to worry about, whether somebody in the house or your neighbors thinks that you're mowing your lawn in your bedroom. So, discreet, quiet, and this thrusting, while not crazy, is very good for if whoever's using it wants to just, press their hips against the other person and tease them with the motion without having to move their own hips back and forth. And like I said, you can activate all of these at the same time. Now, here's, a really cool feature. This part's not innovative either. I've seen this before, but I really liked the idea. I'm going to grab this attachment and I am going to screw it along the base here. Okay. Can you guess what that's for? Very good. This section is for penetration for whoever's using, the strap on somebody else. And it is designed with this neat little extender. It's very easy to use to either, work, between their legs or, the other entrance, if you catch my drift. So that way, every time the person using the strap pushes their hips against the other person, it lodges, this attachment inside of them as well for dual pleasure. Yeah, I'm very proud of this one. Well, that's another good question. And here is where we might run into a little hiccup on how much you're willing to help me. But I was really hoping to test it out on you. This is awkward. I'm sorry. I don't have anybody else I can test this on because it's a prototype. It's not approved by any organization yet. So, I would be running into a lawsuit testing this on a stranger if anything went wrong. Don't be so dramatic. If something went wrong with me using it on you, we both know I would pay for whatever bills you needed, any, professional attention you would need. But I am very certain that this works. I've, run it through tests of just, you saw, testing each button and function on its own while it's not being used, strapped to a person or inside of a person. And, there were no hitch in the mechanics. However, I haven't been able to test it, while in motion. And we're really good friends. And, we know everything about each other. I was really hoping that we could, just test this scientifically without any weird, emotions or feelings getting in the way, just for pure scientific research. Stipulations? Okay, lay them on me. What do you want? Are you serious? So, on top of dinner, drinks, dessert, however much food you want to order, you want me to take you on a shopping spree to get whatever you want? Well, yeah, I know I have quite a bit of funding, available. You know what? I can afford to let some of that go to you instead of, towards my inventions. Okay, if, you're willing to do this for me, in exchange for the night of dinner, drinks, dessert, as well as a full day of shopping of whatever you want, deal. So, I can use it on you? Yeah? No, I'm not going to take notes during, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't voice any thoughts, opinions, or feelings of sensations, things like that, because the more you say or any sounds that come out are going to tell me exactly what is good or what's wrong with this contraption. Okay, so I guess drop your pants? That was fast. You must really have some stuff you want to buy that you're going to make me pay for. Okay. I am going to, you know, um, take my own pants off and get this ready. And we can even use the lubricant as well to, enhance the experience and hopefully make it a lot more pleasurable. You okay with that? Kind of testing two products in one. I know we did the patch test, but it'll really tell me how well it works if it can be used inside you. Yeah? Perfect.